Welcome to NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series, Season 3, Race 5. The Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway will begin in a few short minutes, but first let's do a recap of the last race at Kansas. So Ethan Treller was able to pull off the upset driving for Colleague Racing in that 16 car. He is locked into the playoffs. Who will win today at Charlotte? 30 laps. In the Coca-Cola 600, previous winners Lucas K. and Isaiah Joy. Lucas K. starting on pole. He was the Season 1 Coke 600 winner. Here we go. 30 laps here today. Green flag is out. Who is going to win? Will we get a repeat winner or will it be a new winner locking themselves into the playoffs? Now, I do want to say one thing. If we do get 7 winners, since there are 7 regular season races, if we do get 7 winners, we will be extending the playoff field to 7 to allow all the regular season winners into the playoffs. Now, if we do get a repeat winner and there's only 6, we'll just keep it at 6. But it depends on how many regular season winners we have. As Stop Motion Bros takes the lead, he will lead lap 1. Stop Motion Bros, he really wants to get a win this season. He's been really wanting to win. He's going to need a win to make the playoffs. I mean, the only guy who's ever pointed their way to the playoffs was Dizzy last season, but that's because we only had 5 regular season winners because we had 2 repeat winners. But most of the time, if you want to make the playoffs, you have to win a race. So Stop Motion Bros is going to be looking to this race to possibly get career win number 5. As Rowdy Extreme running there in the second spot. He won Talladega this season. He is in the playoffs. Stop Motion Bros. Keep an eye on him. Stop Motion Bros. He's gonna want to win one of these races. He's got Pocono coming up next. Pocono is the next race. And Stop Motion Bros. Has never lost a race at Pocono. He's won both Pocono races we've had so far. He won Season 1 for that first career win. Then he won in Season 2. So keep an eye on him for Pocono. But, I'm sure he would love to win here as well. Possibly get those back-to-back wins and give himself a lot of points going into the playoffs. That'll be really nice. The next race will be Pocono, and then the regular season finale will be Watkins Glen. That is a different race than what we've had before as the regular season finale. Usually the regular season finale has been Michigan, but we've decided to move Michigan as the first race of the playoffs, and Watkins Glen is the new regular season finale. As Stop Motion Bros starting to gap Rowdy Extreme right there. Stop Motion Bros trying to lead the way here. He is leading the way, but trying to win here for the first time in Season 3. As a competitor of Stop Motion Bros, I probably shouldn't be asking for good luck with him, but I really kind of hope he gets a win. Stop Motion Bros, he's very deserving of wins. He's came so close so many times to winning races, but he only has 4 wins, which is tied for the most ever in series history, but he should have 6 or 7 just with the performances he has. So I really do hope he's able to get this win. But then again, I'm running in the 3rd position right now, so I would take a second win on the season any day, get my first win at a non-super speedway. As you know, both my wins so far are at Daytona. It'd be nice to win at a non-super speedway, but if I have to rely on Daytona every season to win, I'll do that because I'm perfectly fine with winning the 500 over and over. 500's a really good race to win. Sure, people probably get tired of seeing me win the 500 over and over, but if I have to rely on that race, I'll rely on that race. It's a great race to win. NASCAR Fan 5 is the only other driver to have experienced winning the 500. As the 500 was NASCAR Fan 5's last win. We'd think he'd be really strong last season. He hasn't really shown up this season either. As Stop Motion Bros continues to lead. You'll see me, Rowdy Extreme, and the 1 car there, all kind of riding in a line following Stop Motion Brothers, who is leading the way here at Charlotte. As Stop Motion Bros, he's going to come back around. Continues to lead lap 9 out of 30. Stop Motion Bros trying to lead the way here, trying to win. As I mean, he is hoping he'll be able to have just one of these dominating races. We have the one car of NASCAR Fan 05 with us there, as you know. He made the Final Four last season with a win at Talladega. You know, we weren't really expecting him to make the Final Four at all, being his... Actually, I don't think it was his rookie season last season. I think he raced for a smaller team in season 1 that didn't really get a lot of attention. Like, I think he drove either the 50 car or the 44, but I know he raced in season 1, but then he was able to get to Trackhouse, and that's where he is now. He has one career win so far in the NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series, so definitely a good driver indeed, but he hasn't won since that Talladega race, so he'll always be hoping to get back to victory lane as we have 20 laps to go at Charlotte. Lap 11 out of 30. Same amount of laps as Kansas last week. Most mile and a halves are 30 laps. So, the longest race of the season is always Watkins Glen, 20 laps at the road course. Long, grueling race for those drivers, but at the end, it's a very great race to win, just knowing you survived that long and you were able to win. We've had some surprise winners. Justin Haley in season 1 won at Watkins Glen. That was a big win for him. You know, but he was not in the playoffs, so that win did not really affect him at all. All he did was, all it gave him was, you know, a trophy, and he was able to celebrate that win. But that did not affect him in the playoffs at all because he was not in the playoffs. But Stop Motion Bros continues to lead the way, trying to get his first win of Season 3. But don't forget, lap traffic will most likely be an issue here at Charlotte. We've seen lap traffic play part in so many races. I think we've only had like 2 or 3 races that lap traffic wasn't an issue, because either the race was shorter or just the lap traffic, or just the leaders weren't able to catch up to the lap traffic, which that rarely happens. I think the only time it happens is at Pocono most of the time, because Pocono is such a short race. Pocono is only like 15 laps, but yeah, just keep an eye. You see the 50 car of RN Jen in last place right now. He's in 39th right now, and that looks to be who Stop Motion Bros is going to catch first to put a lap down. As you know, we've seen Lucas K do this in Season 1, where Lucas K in Season 1, when he won this race, he was just able to ride along the top side and just cruise around all the lap cars. Hopefully Stop Motion Bros will remember that race, and he'll use the same tactics to get around all these lap cars. As 16 to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The Coca-Cola 600. You know, this race isn't really thought of to be as a crown jewel race. You know, Daytona and usually the championship race are the races that rack up the most views. But I kind of feel like this race is kind of an underrated one. I mean, it is the Coca-Cola 600. And yes, it can be a pretty boring race sometimes to people because it is a mile and a half, and usually with these mile and a halves, we just have one guy dominating. But, you know, I mean, I do feel like it is kind of an underrated race, as Stop Motion Bros starting to catch the tail end of the field here. But I do feel like Coke 600 is an underrated race. I feel like a lot more people should watch this race, just considering this is a race that could possibly make or break your season. You know, someone could be so close to winning at this race, but then never come close to winning again. So, you never know. This could be Stop Motion Bros' only high point this season. This could be his only win if he's able to get this win. You never know. So that's why he'd probably want to get this win, as there he is, stuck behind the 50. We knew this would happen, but the question is, will any of those 3 cars, Rowdy Extreme, me, or NASCAR Fan 05, make a move? We don't know, as Lucas K and the 14 to Chase Briscoe are running there in 5th and 6th. So we'll have to see if they're able to catch up and do anything. Chase Briscoe came so close to winning last week at Kansas. He came up just short to Ethan Trendler. He was able to finish 2nd. You know, never know. Maybe that 14 might be a sleeper. You know, maybe he's a car that'll seem fast, as here goes the 1 of NASCAR Fan 05. Takes the lead around the outside at Charlotte. NASCAR Fan 05 take the lead. But can he hang on? That's the question. I don't know, maybe Stop Motion Bros, Rowdy Extreme, or I can maybe get around these lap cars and challenge the 1. We'll have to see. Was that the winning move right there by the 1 of NASCAR Fan 05? As you'll be able to see here in a second. Oh no, he wasn't able to get around. NASCAR Fan 05 takes the lead, but he gets stuck right behind the 50 car again. He got stuck behind the 50 car as he was trying to pass. He probably got shoved up. He was able to find a gap in between the 50 and Stop Motion Bros and slide in to take the lead, but he's still stuck right there. Could this be a similar thing that happened last week at Kansas? All the leaders get stuck, and then one car that has been running the outside is able to catch up, take the lead. We'll have to see. As no one's made a move yet, keep an eye on Lucas K and Chase Briscoe closing in. As the 17 has also joined that battle for that top 5 spot with Lucas K and Chase Briscoe. As I don't believe the 17 has a driver this season. I believe, the 17 is Chris Buescher this season, does not have a driver. So that would just be Chris Buescher driving that car. As actually, here goes the 1 car. NASCAR Fan 05 clears the lap traffic. NASCAR Fan 05 has cleared the lap traffic, and now with 10 laps to go, can he set sail and get his second career win and lock himself into the playoffs with this win? At the beginning of the season, it appeared Hendrick Motorsports wasn't going to be dominant this season. Joe Gibbs Racing has been the dominant team so far. Hendrick Motorsports does not have a win yet this season, which is surprising. Hendrick Motorsports is usually the dominant team in NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series, but they do not have a win yet. As, you can see that NASCAR Fan 05 has gotten past the lap traffic, but he is stuck behind that second group. So if one of these other guys, Stop Motion Bros, me, or Rowdy Extreme, is able to get around and then take the lead from NASCAR Fan 05, this will be interesting. Lap 22 of 30. It's going to get exciting. It's going to be an exciting one coming right down to the line here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Who is going to be the victor? Who is going to lock themselves into the playoffs? Or will they get a repeat winner? As there you have it, NASCAR Fan 05 has cleared all the lap traffic. Now he is in a good situation. All he has to do is run. All he has to do is run this rest of the race clean. Don't make any mistakes. Caution is most likely not going to come out. So all I have to do is just run it clean, and NASCAR Fan 05 will be your winner here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Unless one of these other guys can take the challenge to that 1 car. Trackhouse only has 1 ever win with NASCAR Fan 05 at Talladega. The 99 car has never won in this series, and the 1 car only has that 1 win at Talladega. Trackhouse trying to get their 2nd ever NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series win. NASCAR Fan 05 is not really a surprise, though. We've seen him win before. We've seen him make the Final 4. So I would not really call him a surprise winner. His expectations in that 1 car is to win these races. So it's not really a surprise to see him running well. As here he comes. 6 laps to go in the Coca-Cola 600. 6 more laps around for NASCAR Fan 05, and he'll get the win here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Man, what a win this is going to be for him. He's won at Talladega, which is the biggest stage, is one of the biggest stages we go to, other than probably Daytona. And now he's going to win one of the crown jewel races in the Coca-Cola 600. Again, you could probably say Daytona and the championship race are more important, but I do think this is sort of an underrated race. 5 laps to go for NASCAR Fan 05. 5 more times around, and he will be the winner of the Season 3 Coca-Cola 600. The drivers who have won this race in the past was Season 1 winner Lucas K. with 4 career wins in total, and then the Season 2 winner was Isaiah Joy in that 18, who only has 1 career win in this race. As I've heard that there's talks that Isaiah Joy might possibly take over that 18 car starting in Season 4. I don't know if I'd agree with that, since Rowdy Extreme has been performing really well in that car, but if that's what Joe Gibbs Racing feels necessary, Isaiah Joy will be back in that car in Season 4. We'll really have to see. Will this be the right decision, or is this a wrong decision if that ends up happening? It's just a theory of something that might happen. We really don't know. As here comes NASCAR Fan 05. 3 laps to go. Only 3 more laps until he wins the Coca-Cola 600. This is going to be his second career win if he can hang on, and it's going to lock himself into the Season 3 playoffs. When he comes back around, it'll be 2 laps to go at Charlotte. Here he comes. 2 laps to go in the Coca-Cola 600. He's in the middle of a big cluster of lap traffic, but he's got a big enough gap over second place Chris Buescher, who has just now gotten around lap traffic. Chris Buescher's not going to be able to do anything. NASCAR Fan 05 has got this race in the bag as long as he doesn't make any mistakes here, and he is en route to his second career win. As here he comes, coming around to get the white flag. Here comes NASCAR Fan 05. White flag, 1 lap to go. NASCAR Fan 5, he made the Final Four last season. He has proven himself to be a winner in the NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series, driving for Trackhouse in that #1 car. He was a surprise winner last season, but this season, big things were expected of him. He was expected to win races. And now, as he comes through 3 and 4, NASCAR Fan 05 in the 1 car. Here he comes. NASCAR Fan 05 will win at Charlotte. Wow, great job to him. He gets the win in the Coca-Cola 600, second career win for him. As here comes everyone else to cross the line. Chris Buescher gets second there. Wow. I will come home with a 4th place finish. Happy with the top 5. But wish I could have gotten that win. But NASCAR Fan 05 will be your winner here at Charlotte Motor Speedways. We're going to let everyone else finish the race. As yeah, that is going to do it for now. And NASCAR Fan 05 locks himself into the playoffs with a win at Charlotte. That is it for now, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.